What's up, everybody? I'm Bat Peg. It's Thursday, the day of the week with the most R's in it, tied with Friday and Saturday, which is why it's a review day. And today we're going to be reviewing the Super Mario Spinbrush that's made for kids. Does it stack up to the toothbrush competition? Is it a good toothbrush for your kids? Is it a good toothbrush for you? Stay tuned and find out. Hello everybody, we're back again for some more stuff, and today we're going to be doing a review of the Spinbrush Super Mario Bros. Toothbrush for children. And the reason I have this toothbrush is because it's a long story. I lost my toothbrush. Okay, I lost my toothbrush. I misplaced it. When I was at my girlfriend's place, I left it there. So I went straight from my girlfriend's house to my grandparents' house. And, I had to have a toothbrush. So my grandfather walks up to me. He hands me this toothbrush. And every year they do a charity drive with their church where they give essentially everything that a kid would need to start like elementary school to one kid through the church. So they buy like a bunch of clothes, they buy books, they buy colored pencils, they buy everything. I don't have my locket on. They buy everything. And so when my grandfather walks up with this toothbrush, I think, wow, he must be misunderstanding what this toothbrush is for. This must be for the kid, and he can't actually give it to me, but he thinks he can. And then he's like, okay, here's the toothbrush, and I take it, and I see, what's this? It's open already. Why is it open already? And it looks like it's been open for a long time. It doesn't look like it's been open for a short amount of time. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you what it is about it, but it doesn't look like it's been open for just a short amount of time. So I think, okay, what's happening here? What's happening? He tells me, I went to the dentist, and the dentist told me I need an electric toothbrush. So I bought this toothbrush and then took it to the dentist. So he booked a follow-up appointment to take the Super Mario Spinbrush to the dentist. And it just said, yep, that's totally great. And then he never used it because he hated it because it was loud. And, it's not super loud, right? Like it's making about that much noise. For comparison, I just happened to also get a new toothbrush. I have the Oral-B nice, actual legit spinny brush, and it's about this loud. As opposed to, so it's a lot quieter than that. Another thing to consider is that this toothbrush, the Mario one, sorry, I just gotta put away my toothbrush. The Mario one is like $8, which is pretty cool. So, I figured that I would give it a good old review. And I'll be reviewing it from the perspective of an adult using the child toothbrush. It's an $8 toothbrush. So, when you look at the package, it says here, when you look at these here instructions, it says press and release the top button, this one at the top right here, to turn it on, and this one to turn it off. And you do just press it, and then you press it to turn it off. And I like that it's 2 buttons because a child might not understand. And then it says to brush, simply glide. Don't brush your Spinbrush trademark toothbrush along teeth and gum line. Spinbrush trademark bristles do the dirty work for you. And this is true with good electric toothbrushes. So the toothbrush that I have, you just turn on and you kind of like put it on your teeth, and then you go along, and then it'll clean your teeth. This toothbrush, it's just not true. It's just not strong enough. So, when I brush my teeth with my new fancy awesome toothbrush, I feel, wow, my teeth are so clean. And I like kind of run my tongue along my teeth and I think, wow, that's so smooth, that's so nice. I'm so happy that my teeth are so clean. When I do it with the Super Mario toothbrush, they don't feel so smooth and nice. And they don't feel dirty, but they don't feel clean like they do with my new toothbrush. And that's a little bit of a disappointment. And this is from just running the toothbrush along my teeth, like how you do, and then not like brushing and scrubbing. And the way that it's supposed to work is that, the spinny part spins and the bottom part also, I think, moves a little bit. And I say that because it is detached. If you see, it's like its own segment. So they're all supposed to move. But I don't think the bottom part is moving. And I don't know why. Maybe it's not supposed to. But the bottom part doesn't move. And the top part does. And so that means that the bottom part isn't doing literally anything when I'm just gliding it across my teeth, which makes you wonder why they say that you should just glide it across your teeth, or might make you wonder why they include the bottom part at all. But this toothbrush, it doesn't spin with that much force. And you could say, oh, it's because it's for children, but really it just ends up making it so that your teeth aren't clean. I feel that I am in a very lucky position to be reviewing this toothbrush. Or not lucky. I feel like I'm in a good position because I just got a new toothbrush that works with the same technology where the bristles, they spin. And when it says spin, it doesn't mean like it's a wheel, like it's not going to burn your mouth. It oscillates. So it goes like instead of going like, so it oscillates back and forth. And also another thing that makes me good for reviewing this toothbrush right now is that my wisdom tooth, this wisdom tooth right here in the bottom right of my mouth, although, the bottom right of my mouth, it's coming in and it's leaving like a little gap, like a weird space, a little gap between my wisdom tooth and my last normal people molar. And sometimes food will get stuck there. So when I use this toothbrush, right, I'm scrubbing on that little thing, and unless I like really forced it and like used my strength as opposed to the strength of the toothbrush, that little piece of food will not get dislodged. Now that's not the case with the new toothbrush. So it's not a feature of my teeth, it's a feature of the lack of strength of Super Mario on his little toothbrush. Another thing is that I don't like this render of Mario. Now maybe a little kid won't be noticing this, but we're viewing it for an adult's viewing pleasure. And let me try to show it to you in better light. I just don't like him. I just don't really like him. I don't know why. I don't particularly like him. I don't think it's a good render of Mario. I think there are better ones they could have chosen. They could have chosen many, many renders of Mario, but they chose this one and it's not the best. But yeah, the Spinbrush, ultimately, it's like $8, so you can't complain that much. But it says on the box that you should just let it glide across your teeth. That's garbage. If I had to recommend how to use this toothbrush, I wouldn't say that. I would say that you have to brush your teeth like a real toothbrusher. And then also, it's just kind of big. So like the head of this toothbrush with the neck is just kind of big, so it's kind of hard to get into the back of your mouth. And I would assume that would be an even worse problem for children who like A, aren't going to care as much, B, are less talented at brushing teeth, and C, like have smaller mouths. So just like how big it is, how big the head and the neck is probably going to be an issue for like for hitting like the weird spots of your teeth. When you compare it to this, it's just like a little bigger, and the head of this is smaller as well. So it's just easier to like get to those parts that you want to. I love this toothbrush, the Oral-B toothbrush. This is a great one. Everybody, here's what I learned when I was researching for toothbrushes. I learned that there are like three kinds basically. There are like four kinds basically. There's like the manual toothbrush that's just like a normal toothbrush. Then there's the one that spins, like oscillates, like the Spinbrush and the Oral-B one I have. Then there's like the sonic toothbrushes that just vibrate. And then there's like a mix of all the three of them. So everybody, I want you to comment below, what kind of toothbrush do you have? What does it do? Does it do nothing? Is it a normal manual toothbrush? You should comment below, Backpack, I have a manual toothbrush. And you can figure out the rest. But yeah, I think this toothbrush is pretty bad. I would not recommend buying it. I think if you're gonna get an electric toothbrush, you should get a better electric toothbrush. And if you're gonna get just a toothbrush for your kids, you should get a manual toothbrush for your kids that is maybe shaped a little bit better so it's easier for them to brush their teeth and they don't rely on, like, my worry is that you'll give this to a kid, they'll think, oh, I'm supposed to use it like an electric toothbrush. They just glide it along their teeth. They use it like an electric toothbrush and then it isn't cleaning their teeth very well. So I think you should just give them a manual toothbrush and it'll probably be better for them in general. But yeah. It is very cute though. I do like that Super Mario's on it. Although I don't like the render. And I think it's a nice touch that the bristles are red. That's a good Super Mario touch. So I'll give it up. But also it's battery powered. So that's kind of a shame. And you have to use a screw to unscrew it, as opposed to just being able to like slide it off or being able to recharge it. And like, I get it. That's what you're getting with an $8 toothbrush. It's like kind of probably just meant to be thrown away. It even says on here that actually it doesn't say the toothbrush is recyclable. It says that the Duracell AA alkaline battery that it comes with is recyclable. So the battery inside of here is recyclable. And if I have questions about recycling, then I should check out the battery manufacturer's instructions, which frankly I should, because I don't feel comfortable recycling a battery. That's not what I've been told. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys now feel more informed. You know what? Let's give a quick TLDR. TLDR, this toothbrush is very cheap. I would recommend you don't get it. It's bad. It doesn't clean your teeth very well when you use it as an electric toothbrush, and you're probably better off getting either a better electric toothbrush or a manual toothbrush. And this is whether you're a child, buying it for your child, or whether you are an adult and you want to get the toothbrush. You could put your own Super Mario sticker on it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Like, subscribe, all great stuff, and yes, goodbye.